Hello. So today I wanted to give you an update on how my Aerogarden is doing. It is currently at day 25, and I started with my own seeds. On the left side you have Thai holy basil, and then on the right side you have Italian sweet basil. You can see the Italian basil is doing a lot better. What I'm going to do today is show you how I prune these plants. And I don't have any recipes yet to use the Italian basil, so what I'm going to do is just try to have the cuttings rooted, and then I'm going to go ahead and probably transfer them outside and just have some basil plants growing outside. And also that'll help to make the Italian basil a little bit stronger. And hopefully the holy basil will eventually catch up too. So I'm going to use these little scissors to cut the Italian basil. And what you want to do is you want to cut just above the node. So if you can see here, let me rotate the pod. If you take out these pods, you can see that there's a lot of roots growing. They should be white. When they're white, that means that they're healthy. So these look pretty good. So you can see here there's a node right here where there are two stems growing out of the main stem. So you want to make a cut just above it. So I always try to do it at an angle. So a slight angle. And I usually cut off a couple of the big leaves here. You can just put it in a Ziploc. It'll keep for a few days. And then should I cut off the other leaves too, because they're pretty big. And then you can just put this in a little jar of water, and I have rooting hormone that I will add. And then within a few days it should have some roots growing out of it. So I'll repeat that with the other plants. And it looks like these other ones are a little bit short, so I'm going to leave them, but I'm going to cut off these big leaves here. That'll give the plants underneath, there's a couple small plants underneath that aren't getting too much light, so that hopefully those will start to catch up once they get a little bit more light. Okay, so this is my my initial basil harvest. It's a pretty good amount for just a little over 3 weeks of starting this grow. I'm going to go ahead and save all this in a Ziploc bag and figure out what to do with it later this weekend. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is feed the plants. I haven't fed them in a while. This is the food that I use. Basically it's a powder, and you just put 1 little teaspoon into a gallon of water, mix it up, and you have your plant food. So I already have this ready to go in a recycled milk container, and I'm just going to pour it right in here. And then the other thing that I'm going to do, I did raise the light a little bit so you'd be able to see the plants better. I'm going to put it back down. The closer that it is, the better, since the light is a little bit more intense when it's closer to the leaves, and the leaves will be able to take more energy from the light when it's closer. So that's about it, and I will give you another update in a few weeks.